Hello, hello. So today I want to talk with you about debt and taking debt out for business and having shame around debt and all things debt. There's just like so many things to discuss. Now, I have terrible video quality today because I am in a hotel room and the lighting is awful and I don't have my microphone and it's just shitty. And you know what? I don't care. And that is because I know and I trust that my message to you is exponentially more important than any of this. And so take that as a reminder for you that when you get into your perfectionist tendencies, when you get into this place of, I need to make everything perfect in order to be received, just know that you are actually using that against you and you are doing a disservice to your people who could be helped by you, but will not be helped by you because you are spending all of your energy trying to figure out how to be perfect in order to be received by them. Okay? So we're just going to stop it. All right. The reason that I wanted to come and talk about debt in this moment when I don't have any of my equipment with me is because I just finished a client session, and this is the most powerful client I have worked with. She makes great money. She has a huge mission in the world. She is so conscious and expanded and powerful, and yet she has debt. And she came into the session with me just in in such a shame spiral around it. And we uncovered that what was actually going on for her is she was deciding that she was going to use her credit card debt against her to prove to her beautiful, powerful brain that she is not doing it right. That if she were doing it right, then she would be debt free. So she is using having credit card debt as evidence that she's fucking it up. And I wanted to share this in this video because I know how many people, myself included, have had feelings like this. I know that there are many of you who are in credit card debt, who have student loan debt still, maybe car debt or other loans that you have taken out, and you feel this like deep desire, this deep need to just get rid of it immediately, thinking that if you get rid of your debt, if you pay it off immediately, then you are going to feel safe within yourself. Then you are going to feel secure. Then you are going to feel okay. Then you are going to feel like you were good with money. But I am here to tell you, my love, that that won't do shit for you. Because the truth is, your debt is simply a neutral circumstance. The debt that you have with credit cards, let's use that as an example, is simply numbers on a screen. The debt is a choice that you made at some point to borrow money to pay for something that you want. And it doesn't matter if you took the debt out from an unconscious, wounded place, or if you took it out from a conscious, empowered place using the debt as leverage. It doesn't really matter. Either way, you decided to borrow money to pay for something that you wanted. And now you're beating yourself up for having that choice, saying stuff like, well, the interest keeps growing and therefore my debt gets higher and therefore I'm doing something wrong. But I want to offer you that you are doing nothing wrong. And what if you couldn't do anything wrong? What if you're doing everything right and it's impossible that you're fucking up? What then? What would you have to believe to be true about yourself to believe the words that I am saying, that you are safe to have this debt and it doesn't have to mean anything about you? What if the debt doesn't mean anything? Can you allow yourself to feel into your body and feel safe enough to look at the numbers, whether it's four figure, multiple four figure, five figure, multiple five figure, six figures of debt, and say to yourself, I am still safe. I am still okay. I'm still doing everything right. I'm still good with money. Everything is okay. And when you do that, notice what comes up. So I want to say this to you. The goal here is not to get rid of your debt immediately because you would be solving the wrong problem. If let's just say you have $50,000 of debt. Now, when I first started my journey to paying off debt, I had $105,000 of debt. So we're going to cut that about in half for this example. Let's say you have $50,000 worth of debt, and you are thinking that you did something wrong getting into that amount of debt, and you need to put every single dollar you have to pay off that debt. And you are thinking that, and you are feeling like so deeply shameful that you fucked it up and you're not paying it off fast enough. And the interest is compounding and getting higher and higher and higher, and you're feeling so fucking stressed. I want you to imagine taking $20,000 that you get from signing a client and putting it on the debt immediately. And now you have $30,000. Do you feel any different? I guarantee you, my love, you do not feel any different. I guarantee also that you think that if you had 50K to pay off your 50K and you were at zero, then you would feel different. But here's the truth, you would feel different for like this much time. You would celebrate, oh my God, I did the hard thing. I paid off all this debt. I feel amazing. And then you would rack the debt right back up. Do you know why? Because you have not addressed the underlying root cause of what got you into the debt, but more importantly, what is creating the shame spiral around the debt. So if we are trying to solve the problem of the debt, then we are giving our power away to it. We are thinking that the debt is what's causing us discomfort, but it's not. It's not the debt causing discomfort. If it was the debt causing discomfort, paying it off would solve the problem. But what's causing the discomfort is you thinking that you're doing something wrong and that you have done something wrong. And by having it still, you're doing something wrong. That is the problem to solve. And the way to solve that problem is to become neutral about the debt. Is to look at the debt and be like, okay, I see numbers on a screen. Those were choices I made, decisions that I made to borrow money to pay for what I wanted. Cool. And what else? And I know for certain that feelings are going to arise. And so instead of shoving the feelings down and saying, okay, fuck it, I'm just going to be neutral about it, the way to actually be neutral about it is to hold loving space for those feelings. So when feelings arise of, oh, it's so scary, and I get it because I've been there, I don't teach anything that I haven't experienced myself. When those feelings of fear and scarcity and not enoughness and I'm doing something wrong come up, that's when you hold yourself in love. Because a part of you inside that is wounded and traumatized is screaming for your attention that we are unsafe, we're doing it wrong, we need to work harder, we need to try more, we need to pay the debt off. Otherwise, we're not going to be okay. Paying off the debt won't help that part of you feel better. It's like a Band-Aid. What will help that part of you feel better is you sending love to that part of you, you holding yourself in love, you supporting all of you and saying to yourself, you're okay, you are safe. It is okay that we have debt. It is time for you to take your power back from the numbers on the screen. So they don't hold any power over you. They do not inform your feelings. You choose your feelings. And that does not mean to bypass them. That means to allow them and decide how you are going to move forward and decide what you are going to do from this experience. So my advice to you is to sit with the discomfort and allow yourself to be okay in that discomfort. And no longer try to solve for the wrong problem, but instead hold yourself in love And when you do that, you will know that actually you've been safe all along. That being in debt did not create a lack of safety for you. That there was a false sense of lack of safety, but you've always been safe. You've always been okay. And now your conscious mind gets to just decide that, oh, that's true. I am okay, even with 50K worth of debt. And then what you're going to do is when money comes in, instead of just throwing it at the problem that's not the real problem, trying to get the debt gone as soon as possible, thinking that you will then feel better, what you're going to do instead is you are going to create a savings account and a high yield savings account, which earns you cash through interest. And you are going to label a sub savings bucket, like an account within your savings account, something that lights you up. So for me, I call mine my freedom fund. I have a client who called hers her calm fund. The client who I just spoke with and had a session with is calling it her exploration fund or her explore fund. So pick something that you feel so lit up by, that makes you feel so supported, something that you want to grow. So for me, I love freedom. I love to feel free and just the ability to always do what makes me happy and never feel boxed in. That's like for me. So a freedom fund just makes me feel so good. So pick something that feels so good to put money into. And when money comes in, you are going to put that money into that fund. And you are going to grow that fund and nurture that fund and allow it to just build upon itself. It's going to earn interest. You're putting money toward it, which is just energy towards something that matters to you, instead of taking money and putting it toward the debt, which probably feels like shit. And over time, when you shift your energy toward building yourself up, taking money and putting it somewhere that elevates you, before you know it, you're going to have so much fucking money there. And you are almost going to forget about your debt. You're going to be paying the minimums because we don't default. We don't go to collections. That's not even available to us. You pay the minimums, and at some point in time, I guarantee you're almost going to forget about your debt. And you're going to have so much liquid cash available to you in this fund that you're going to be like, oh yeah, that 50K, I'm just going to pay it off with one click. Like, no big deal. And from that energy, you're going to be like, oh, shit, it's gone now. And it's not gone because I had to have it gone to feel better about myself. It's gone because you just didn't need it anymore. So take this as your reminder that you will not feel better by solving a problem that doesn't exist. You will feel better and safer with money and yourself when you decide that you are safe no matter what numbers you see on a screen. Okay, so that is my little pep talk for today about debt. If that felt super resonant and that hit, and you're like, that is me, I know that I feel stressed about money regardless of the numbers on the screen, and I really want to work through this, and I want to live abundantly and have so much cash coming in and build my cash up and feel powerful and neutral about these decisions and the numbers, then I invite you to book a consult with me. I offer 30-minute free consults to anyone who is like so deeply ready to do the work to just free themselves from all money limitations so that you can build wealth and build your legacy and do it from a place of passion and peace and power, and know that you can create anything that you want. You can create limitless wealth. So if this is you, then I have a link in the description where you can sign up for this free consult, and I would just absolutely love to support you. And let me know if you have any questions. Drop a comment for me. I'm always here to support you, and I hope you have just the most amazing, abundant day.